I feel really stupid because 12 days ago, I got on a plane in Iran and left Iran. I'd been there for 2 months, but I'm not telling a story about that. I feel like I have so many stories to tell, but Wake doesn't bring anything to mind. But it did bring a few things to mind, and I'm very happy to say there are no funerals or deaths in any of this story. I woke up on September 6th, 2011, and I was blind in my right eye. I'd noticed some scratches or lines or something on my eyes, but just woke up on my friend's couch in Stockton, California, blind in this eye. It was like looking through layers of wax paper. I could see light and dark, but I couldn't really see anything. And I still had to drive from Stockton back to Rochester. Long story short, I had a cataract. A spark had bounced in that eye like 1.5 years earlier, and over time it developed into a cataract. Now the crazy thing is, I didn't have insurance, I didn't know what to do, but living in a city like Rochester, New York, with this amazing teaching hospital, I met the people that taught me how to jump through hoops to get Medicaid, to get the insurance, to have a student do the operation, and I can see again. And I decided that I needed to change some things in my life. I needed to wake up. And over the course of the next 1.5 years, I lost about 90 pounds. I used to be a really big guy. And it was very gradual, and it was just the right things happening at the right time. And last summer, I always had these crazy, I'm going to climb the highest peak in every county in California. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do all these different projects. And you start doing something, you get through it, you get distracted, and you never finish it. And last summer, my family has a place down in Seneca Lake. And I love to bike. I love to ride my bike. And the really great thing about losing so much weight is I can bike so much further now, and my ass doesn't hurt. So I said last summer, you know what? I am going to bike around every single one of the Finger Lakes. Why not? It's a doable task. So I started with the small ones on the west side, worked my way up, and then I went over to Syracuse and that area and did some of them. And then I got busy with temp jobs and shows and this and that and the other thing, and of course stopped doing it. Then had a falling out at one of the temp jobs, and all of a sudden found myself completely free for a week before Labor Day. And I said, this is it, this is my chance, I'm going to do it. I'm going to ride around, I'm just going to kill myself over the next 6 days. And was able to finish every single one of the Finger Lakes, including Cayuga and Seneca. And felt such a sense of accomplishment, and felt such a sense of just fulfillment of actually doing this. And I went into that. And I had actually been thinking I was going to finish them over Labor Day weekend. But now I was actually going to get to spend some time with my family over Labor Day weekend. And this was great. And we went out in my cousin's boat. We have this wonderful, it's a little trailer park down on Seneca, kind of near Glenora Winery. My uncle has a trailer, my Aunt Judy has a trailer, and about 6 or 7 years ago, my parents bought a trailer, and we have our own little place to go to where we can, do whatever we want, but on the big weekends, the whole family gets together. I've told my parents, don't worry about the house, don't worry about leaving me anything in your will, just leave me the trailer. So I was excited about that. We always go out on the boat, and everybody water skis or tubes. Well, I was never really into water skiing. I never really, I would try, but the boat was always so full of people, they could never get fast enough, and I was never strong enough to pull my fat ass up out of the water. So I love the tube. I love the tube, all the different handles and everything, and my cousin would just whip me around, back and forth, back and forth. We'd have a great time, and everybody else would ski. And so last year on Labor Day weekend, I thought, you know what? I think it's time to give it a shot. They stopped asking me, because I said, I mountain bike, and I ski, and I do all these different things. I don't need to water ski. And I thought, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing now. I think I've got, not very terribly coordinated, but I was like, I think I can figure this out. And I think I can do it. And so I said, yeah, let's give it a shot. My cousin was all excited. Oh, and I could actually fit into the life jacket. for the first time in my life. And so my cousin said, yeah, let's do it. And sure enough, first try popped up. And I was like, oh crap. I think I know what I'm doing now. And I immediately went outside the wake. And hardly anybody ever in my family ever tries to go outside the wake because it's bumpy and it's rough and they don't, they always crash. And I was like, no, I've been doing this on the tube for so long. And my cousin was amazed, just couldn't believe that on my first time getting up on skis that I was going outside the wake and I was doing all these things and I was like, shit, I might as well try to drop one ski and just go with one. And of course, that didn't work. I fell and crashed. Yeah, it's too much. You're asking for too much. But I just felt so thrilled and so accomplished with that. And so I thought about that through the fall and into the winter, and I thought, I need to keep going with this. I need to keep doing something bigger. And so that was the thing that made me decide that I needed to go out and explore the world. And so I left in January, went to Istanbul for 3 months, and then through that made a connection, and I spent the last 2 months in Iran. And that was a life-changing experience as well. So maybe I will have something for that at the next storytelling.